So hello everyone, this is the Moron's Hacks. In today's video I will show you how to heel toe change gears. The idea is when you are riding your vehicle, when you're driving on a fourth, on third, on a higher gear and you want to change the gear to a lower gear and you are driving sporty and you don't want to have any significant decrease in the power and you want to match the RPM, you have to do this heel and toe. So the idea of here and two is to perfectly match the RPM on the next gear when you downshift. So if you are running on fourth gear, for example, this is fourth gear, and you are giving some gas on fourth gear, if there is a reason that you want to go on third gear and continue with revving, you should first remove your foot, your right foot from the gas pedal. And after removing your foot, you should push the clutch to its end. Then you can put the third gear, for example. This is the third gear. And before releasing the clutch and connecting the engine to the transmission, you should rev the engine a little bit, just to match the RPMs that you will go on the third gear. So if we are riding with 60 kilometers per hour on the fourth gear, when we want to go on the third gear, we should put the clutch down, put on third gear, rev a little bit more, for example at 3000 RPM, rev, and then release the clutch. The idea is when the clutch is released, the engine is running at 3000 RPM, and you should perfectly match the RPM of the engine and the RPM of the running gear and the transmission. The idea is not to have this significant decrease in the speed and in the power if you don't do this revving of the RPM when switching to a lower gear. So I will show you now with if you want to go from third to the second gear. This is also used when we should accelerate on a two-way road, when we should overtake someone or something big like a truck or bus. So we're running on third gear and we should but for example at 2500 RPMs and we want to accelerate faster, we should rev this car. So we should do the following. So put the clutch down to its end, put the second gear, and after that rev the car to about 4000 RPM. This is an example. If we are going with 2500 RPM on the third, so we have to switch to second gear. We should rev with our right foot, we should rev the car to about 4000 RPM, and after revving, we should while revving, this foot is not removed from the gas pedal. While we rev, we remove our left foot from the clutch pedal, and on this position, when the engine and the clutch are connected with the transmission, this is the moment when you have to match the RPMs between the new gear and the running gear, between the engine and the speed and the running gear speed. It's very important to match them, and the first time you won't be able to match them perfectly, but when you get used with the car and this technique, it will be more easily for you to match the RPMs on the lower gear. So this is how you rev your car before putting the lower gear, in order not to lose speed, not to have discomfort when putting the lower gear, because if you don't rev, the car the transmission will start and will try to gain the engine's RPM, and you will lose dynamic, you will lose speed, and you will have discomfort when doing this. So this is the idea of revving when downshifting. So this is how you downshift. The idea of heel and toe is to do this by if you are, for example, driving sporty and there is a corner, or you are running on mountain road and you're accelerating, there is a and for example there is a corner, you are running for example on third gear, full throttle to the pedal to the metal as we call it, and you should switch to the second gear because you are running too fast. So what you will do is go on the brake pedal. We're on the brake pedal now. Push the brake pedal, at the same time push the clutch, switch on second gear. And now the idea of Hero4 is to move your foot to the right on the gas, and to actually put some gas while pushing the brakes. So this right foot should do two things. It should continue braking, and at the same time you have to move your foot to the right and push the gas pedal too, in order to rev the RPM of the engine so they can match when releasing the clutch. So we're running again on the third gear, full throttle. There is a corner, we start braking, we push the clutch, we put second gear, and at the same time, this should happen very fast, at the same time without releasing and slipping this brake pedal. This is very important to keep your foot on the brake, because you can crash into the others, or you can crash into the trees or whatever. It will be hard to turn if you miss this brake pedal. So first practice and be careful, and while braking you should move your foot to the right and put some gas. I'll show you now. So this is how it is. I'll now showing you again the third gear, full throttle. So there is a corner, we should change, put the second gear, start slowing down, and at the same time move your foot just a little on the right, and you can push the pedal with your side part of your foot. Or the other thing is to just use the back of your foot to gain some RPMs. Every drifter, every professional driver and rally driver do this. The idea is to match the RPMs on the second gear when releasing the clutch, and you can continue with giving the gas. So again, I'm showing you how to do Hero4. You're running on third gear or fourth gear, it doesn't matter. Full throttle, there is a corner. Our right foot on the brake pedal, on the clutch left foot, second gear is put it. After that we have to push some gas by doing this Hero4 move and release the clutch pedal. After we for example overtake, or for example after we turn and we need again to accelerate, we can release the gas, you can release the brake and put all the gas again. So we're running on third gear, for example, third gear running. There is a corner, something that we want to downshift. Release the gas pedal, step on the brake, put the clutch down, second gear, on the same time put some gas, and after that release. You can release, put some gas, release the clutch, and after that continue accelerating. That is how you Hero4. This is the idea when you should downshift and you shouldn't lose speed, and you should match perfectly the RPMs. After making some tests, you will be able to do it by yourself, but first find somewhere a quiet place where you can practice, in order no mistakes and no incidents to be made. So this is how you Hero4. Thank you for watching, and watch our other videos. You can watch our how to drive manual video first, in order to be prepared for this if you haven't driven a manual. But driving a manual is actually a very nice thing. You can you can enjoy very much doing this. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our channel, new videos are released. So thank you very much. Bye for now, people.